Hey, what is up, everybody? Jason Steyer here, the VA boss, and hope everybody is having a fantastic start to your week. So some news. This has been out. This was produced. This document has been out for a bit, but I wanted to make sure that everybody had the facts because things are going to change in the VA appraisal landscape. And I know that's always a fun topic with my real estate friends out there. But there are some things changing, and I'm going to, try to give some clarity to it. I've had some conversations with some people at the VA, and I can formulate my own conclusion of why they're doing the things that they're doing about to do this. But they're going to raise the cost of the VA appraisal in what they consider high demand areas and some other areas as well. Okay. This is important to pay attention to this. So there are, around the country, there are a ton of locales that it's crazy to get VA appraisals done. Okay. El Paso, some counties out in North Carolina, on the West Coast, and some different places out there. Georgia, it's tough. Okay. And this is my conclusion as to why, these things are happening. Some VA appraisers are basically leaving the program. And with the amount of business that's being done now as a whole, not just VA, but conventional FHA and so on, a lot of times they can name their price. Conventional appraisals are costing $750, $800 to get them done in a couple of weeks' time. And just because they're business owners and they're people too, and honestly, they're probably capitalists like the rest of us. They like money. They're going to go where they can make the most money. And so it makes sense from that perspective. So the VA is trying to adapt to that just a little bit. Hopefully it improves turn times, and it sucks that it's going up, right? There's some young servicemen and women that are probably going to be affected by that, but there are ways to combat that as lenders. I have some things that I'm going to put in place for that. So if you want to know about those, just reach out to me directly. But I'm going to share my screen with you guys so you can see the document. I'm going to post it here too, so you can have it. But it's important that you have these conversations with your clients if you're a loan officer out there watching this, and as an agent, right? It's good to put these things into the community. Just know that they're going to go up, so people aren't caught off guard with it. But so let's take a look at this, and there we go. All right, so this is a document the VA put out. You can read a lot of this stuff in here. I won't get into a lot of the detail, but high demand counties. There are some changes in liquidation appraisals, canceled assignments. The VA, the appraiser can charge for those. If an appointment was made and then it's canceled, the appointment was made in WebLGY, they can charge you up to $175 because you're canceling. Look, time is money. We're all business owners, and these appraisers are no different. Okay. They have taken the time to get VA approved, and their time is valuable just like mine and yours is. So I don't have a problem with a lot of this. I think it'll cut down on a lot of the BS and the nonsense that gets put into WebLGY. Maybe it won't, but money is typically deterrent. Additional fees, as far as there's mileage fees that they can be, but that has to be requested through the regional loan center. There are some rural properties out there that are in BFE that they're going to charge mileage trip charges for. Okay. Obviously we know how the payment processing system works and all those things, but so it goes by jurisdiction. Okay. So the Atlanta Regional Loan Center, which covers, as you can see on the screen, these states. Here are the high demand counties in each one. Okay. So pay attention to that. $800, South Carolina, here it is at $600 in those high demand counties. And then, what they're going up to, $650 in Georgia for a single family, and then on through the multifamilies, and obviously the appraisal timeliness. And we know that in these days is kind of a moving target, but still try to hold them to that. And my hope is that these VA appraisers getting paid a little more money are going to take get these things done in a little more timely fashion, or it's going to bring VA appraisers who have literally left the VA appraisal system, bring them back into the fold, which will increase which will reduce the turn times in a lot of these areas. Okay. But the costs, as you can see, there are costs going up that are not in high demand counties. Okay. So this is for Cleveland. Maine, Massachusetts, pay attention to these. Delaware, 600. Let me find, there's the Denver region, Colorado. This is what it's going to be costing in Colorado. Obviously, Alaska, $1,200. It's a big chunk. And then in the Houston Regional Loan Center, which covers these states here, obviously Texas, we've got Bexar County, El Paso, and Harris, which covers San Antonio, Houston, and Fort Bliss. So all those is going up to $800, and then $675. Okay, in the non-high cost. So that is going to go up, $125 from what they are now, or $175. Okay, so it's going to go up some, but it is, in my mortgage opinion, from what I see conventional wise in the loans that I do that are not VA, it's commensurate to what they're getting paid in other things. Okay, we can't make everything reduced, and there's a cost to that. Okay, so I don't really have a problem with it, to be honest with you. Again, there's ways to combat that for people who, that couple $100 may affect some of our young service members, but there's ways to alleviate that for them. Again, we'll talk about that. If you want to do that, just reach out to me. And then you've got the Phoenix region, which covers California, high cost counties, high demand counties in California. There's just 4. I'm not super familiar with those. I don't do business in California, but even the counties in Arizona going up to $750, and then New Mexico and Nevada, and then Roanoke. So Virginia still $600 across the board. It's going up to $600. So not a lot of high demand out there. There's probably a plentiful amount of appraisers. But, St. Paul region, these states here, still maintaining, North Dakota. That's just because there's a lack of appraisers up there. But, I wanted you guys to have this information. If you need this document or you want to see it or have it for your records, you can go to va.gov and download the file. If you want me to send it to you, I can send it to you too. But look, until the strain on the appraisers subsides a little bit, okay, rates are going to go up. Rates are starting to go up. The Fed announcement, with some of the bond easing, I think is going to come out tomorrow. There's no telling what that's going to do to the market. So I think that can have an effect on it. But that shouldn't deter you in that purchasing. Okay, don't let a couple $100. There's ways to work around these. So the true pros out there, the military-friendly agents and loan officers that do this will find a way to adapt. Okay, so that's all I have, folks. Tune in again next week. We'll have some more for you. If you have any questions on this, let me know. And